Well, hello and welcome to Alpha Militaria TV. My name is Richard Saunders. I'm joined by Tony Belas from Daystate. I just happened to be down here minding my own business, and Tony's rolled along with 4 new rifles to talk about. We've got a couple of Alpha Wolves.
That's right.
And a couple of Delta Wolves. So first of all, welcome to the...
Thank you very much. Nice to be back. Haven't been here for a while.
Yeah. So Tony, walk us through these 4 new rifles. On which one do you want to start with first?
Well, these are the new series of the Alpha and Delta Wolf, new for 2024, latter part 24 and on into 25. And really they are the annual sort of updates. Now, we don't always announce our updates, but these are significantly different. So we've given them some indication that they're the newer model, and they're basically an update on what we've been doing before. But some interesting...
An
evolution, that's right. But there are some useful changes this time. So let's go through it. So let's start off with that rifle on the end there.
That one to you then.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is the Delta Wolf, and this is the smart version. So what we've done on this is we work on feedback. We get a lot of feedback at Daystate. We're in touch with our customers, and we get an idea. And they wanted a slightly cheaper version of the Delta Wolf. Okay. And the chronograph wasn't seen by everybody as being that useful. It was, but they were certainly paying for it. So we've removed the chronograph from the smart version of this. So for the first time, you can buy a Delta Wolf without the chronograph. Everything else works exactly as before. You just don't have the chronograph reading. Now on a 12 foot-pound gun, that's pretty useful because you can only set to 12 foot-pounds anyway. And that knocks quite a bit of money off the gun. So the gun's now more affordable. We bought the word smart on the side of it, so you can see it. Of course, you can buy the chronograph as an accessory afterwards.
Oh, can you? So you'd have to buy a new shroud?
Well, you just buy the chronograph and wire it in. Yeah, so all the back end of the gun is exactly the same. You just put the chronograph assembly,
so
which will come with
fit into that.
Will fit into that, and you could add it later. Now, one of the great things about not having a chronograph is when you come to do the barrel changes, it's cheaper because you don't have to buy the chronograph to go as part of the barrel kit. So we're offering the barrel assembly with and without chronograph from 2024, and you can buy that as assembly. So that's for the Delta Wolf.
So is this, I mean, dare I say, is this more like an electronic version of the Ghost?
Yes, I would pretty much go for that. If you like the Ghost but wanted that electronic trigger and fast firing system and the display screen, then you can now do that, and it's a much more affordable way of doing it.
So Neil's just being attacked by the puppy there. If you can hear it fell on the footage, Neil's been attacked by a 6-inch Jack Russell.
We'll stick a picture of that in a minute.
So that's the smart then. Okay. Tell us about this one then.
All right, so this is the other version for this year of the Delta Wolf. So now the Delta Wolf will come in the performance version and comes with this front end rail, which is M-lock and Arca, and you can fit Picatinny attachments to it. So you've now got this front end, which has always been available as an aftermarket accessory. Now it comes standard on the Delta Wolf Performance, new for 2024. There's also something I will add is on the high power versions, there's up to 15% more power. They've tweaked the valve yet again, and so on the higher calibers and the higher power guns, there's more power. What this means on the 12 foot-pound gun is slightly more efficiency, so slightly better shot count. It'll still be the same power, but you get slightly more efficiency out of the new valve. Also on the performance version, you have 2 adaptations. You have a new gecko pad, a rubber butt pad on the back, giving you slightly more adjustable and slightly deeper. Some people felt the reach to pull on your standard barrel was a bit short, so this is now available standard on this model and as an aftermarket accessory. And also a gecko grip, which is a target style vertical grip. So for target shooters, and you can see this is clearly set up more as a target gun, this version. And you've got a more of a vertical grip and a vertical front end.
And that's what, is it a thumb rest on the side?
Yes, there's a thumb up rest on the side, which can be reversed to the left side if you're left-handed. So you can have it on either side. So again, a more target-orientated version of Delta Wolf for the first time. Tends to be what these rifles are used for in the States. In the UK, they tend to be more of a hunting gun, so perhaps the other version. But you've certainly got your option with all the accessories now built into the rifle.
And chronograph.
And the chronograph in the performance version. That remains with the chronograph.
And can you give us an idea on prices for these 2 new?
Well, I think it depends on the shop, because the shop will put its own pricings on stuff, but around 15 to 20% cheaper than the current version on the Delta Wolf on the Smart,
Yep.
and exactly the same price on this year's Performance, but with all these enhancements. So you're getting great value for money now.
And you can still buy the version before this as well.
You can still buy the version before. That's still available if you just prefer that, with the chronograph and the standard fitments.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Let's talk Alpha Wolves then.
Right, so as people know, the Alpha and Delta Wolf are pretty much the same rifle, but with the stock fitment. And for me, I love the styling of this rifle, so this is one that I would always go for. Other people love the tactile styling of Delta Wolf. I prefer the Alpha Wolf styling. And so we have a Smart version of the Alpha Wolf now, again with no chronograph, again with a reduction in price to compensate for that.
Right.
So pretty much the standard rifle, but without the chronograph, and again reducing in price.
And an increase in power on
An increase in power on the high power version up to 15%.
Okay. Nice.
For the Alpha Wolf Performance, they've added a distinctive black front end, which blends into the stock, removing some of the bling, but giving you a distinctive, so you can see it's the Performance version. They've added the gecko pad. It has 15% more energy on the high power versions and retains the chronograph.
Yeah.
So it just distinguishes it from the last year's version, which of course is still also available.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thanks, Tony.
That's no problem, Richard. I'm going to leave you this one for you to test out, so you can take a target rifle on one of your hunts and see how you get on with it.
Smashing. Well, thanks, Tony. That's a quick rundown on 4 Evolve models, 2 each on the Delta Wolf and the Alpha Wolf. And as Tony says, I should be taking this one out, the Performance model, and giving that a full test. Thanks for watching.